But I've seen this change going on as people start to open their minds to things they would have just rejected before, because there's a new awareness emerging. It's a wonderful time to be alive as we start to have the opportunity to literally build a new world, to decode a new world. And one of the things it's doing, like I say, and this is what the whole conspiracy research movement is coming out of, and all the stuff we talked about today, it's opening the curtain and saying, hey, this is what's been going on behind your back. This is how you've been controlled all these years. And it's happening. You know, when you get told this is going to happen 20 years ago, and you're thinking, well, I'll go with it, but I'm not so sure. Are you on it? Are it really going to happen? And then 20 years later, it's happening. And these truth vibrations, this vibrational change is going into these dark places, these places where the energy of the old epoch is controlled from. When the secret societies and this Satanism and all these low cesspit vibrational expressions of this whole epoch in the control system. And it's going to, as we move through this period now, it's not going to seem like, it's going to seem for a few little years yet that the control system's moving on and moving on. But there's going to come a tipping point when it's coming down. And it's coming down because its information basis is going out and being replaced by another one, which it doesn't do control systems and power over. So this whole control system mechanism that I've been describing today, this vibrational change is going to bring it to an end, because its vibrational basis is disappearing. It's being dismantled. And it's funny that we think that the control system is getting more powerful, and on the surface it is. But then you ask the question, why is this control system throwing everything at us just at the time that this energetic change is coming, which is waking people up to see the control system? That is not by accident. It is by the fact that the control system, which appears to be getting stronger and stronger, is actually desperately throwing its last cards to try to hold on to a power structure which has got no chance of survival. No chance. Because a new energy is being breathed into this control mechanism, and it's going to break up. It is breaking up. It's not the majority yet, but the numbers that are waking up and seeing it now is just fantastic. And as we work with this new energy, as we become affected by the new energy and the lion energy comes out, no more acquiescence, no more fear, no more little me, then that expression in the holographic realm of the vibrational change in the metaphysical universe, if you like, together is going to bring this control system to an end. And that's why these people, for all their arrogance and for all their apparent power, are terrified of humans waking up. That's why Don Juan Matos, the shaman in the Castaneda books, was talking about this constant fear that the predator race has of humans waking up and seeing what's going on. So, as I said earlier, they can see down the timeline. They can see further down the timeline than we can, what we call a timeline. They knew this change was coming. And so they have timed this control blitz to try to hold the lid on awakening humanity. Because they were fine before. They were controlling humanity fine, and humanity had no idea they were being controlled by that force. That could have gone on indefinitely. And so they would have been quite happy for it just to continue as it was. What has happened, however, is as they knew this vibrational change was coming and the potential effect it would have, they're trying now to throw everything at us to hold on to the power they've had all this period, not to gain more, although that's what it seems on the surface. It's to try to hold on to the power they already have. And that's why we have had a time here now where just as this vibrational change is really starting to motor, so the control system is throwing everything at us. So that is no accident, no coincidence. Those two things are happening together, because the old epoch of what I call the moon matrix and the control of the human mind collectively and manipulation of it, as these truth vibrations impact themselves upon our reality, this is no longer enough. Because like I said earlier, if you can awaken vibrationally beyond this moon matrix, as I call it, the control system in general, which is a vibrational construct, then it no longer affects you. That's why they're trying to keep us in the vibrational box, so we keep being affected. And what we're seeing now, with all the Orwellian control and the stuff they're giving to us to destabilize us through food and drink and electromagnetic pollution and all this stuff, is equivalent to that. They're trying to batten down the watertight doors to stop the vibrational impact on the human psyche. In other words, to stop us having the ability to decode this new information. And one of the ways that they're doing it, I'm sure, is manipulating the Earth's magnetic field to try to deflect frequencies that will have an effect upon us in terms of waking us up. So all these things that we've been talking about today, all these things from GM food, microchips, the stuff we eat, the drugs, the mobile phone and magnetic pollution, it's all designed to do one thing. It's to destabilize the body computer so we don't get the full impact of this magnificent change that is now unfolding. Our kids and grandkids are not going to live in an Orwellian state. They're not going to live in a global fascist dictatorship. They're not. We're in the period now where this thing is going. It's going because its informational basis is going. And for me, there are many reasons for this technology, which has been widely written about in recent years, the last 15 years particularly, called HAARP. Based in Alaska, but they're now building other ones in other places. And what HAARP does is bounce radio waves off the ionosphere, the upper level of the atmosphere, and back down to Earth. And yes, it can manipulate the weather. Yes, it can manipulate earthquakes and many other things. But I say that its true foundation reason for being there is to pour or support the suppression of the Earth's energy field vibrationally, so that we do not again get the full impact of this truth vibrational change. It's to underpin all the other ways that it's been suppressed up to this point. And I'm sure that again, if whatever HAARP does to the Earth's energy field, then we are interacting with that all the time and decoding it through the computer system of the body, and therefore we're affected by it. And I'm sure that what's coming out of the chemtrails all over the world is also linked to this. It's almost like they're trying to create some sub-vibrational reality around the Earth, the level that we all live in, to as a barrier to this vibrational change they've long known is coming, this epoch change, because it's just a natural part of this experience, this reality, this time loop. What is happening with this vibrational change is that schism from which all the world changed as a result of it from what it was before is being healed. What these truth vibrations do as you tune to them is they heal you within, and together they're healing this schism. And if we will open to them, they are healing, or will heal, the schism in the human psyche, which has caused so much mayhem. It's the schism that manifests through from the vibrational through to the holographic in all this stuff: wars, conflicts, hunger in a world of plenty, self-obsession, arguments, anger, frustration. And it's the schism on energy on which the control system is built. Without that, the world couldn't be as it is. If the energetic foundation of this reality was harmonious, then the control system couldn't manifest, because it's a manifestation of disharmony, of distortion, distorted values that want control over, distorted perceptions of me, me, me. And in effect, what's happening with the vibrational change is a piece in the puzzle, the hack, the firewall, which was taken out or imposed upon us so that we our awareness narrowed is being put back. And it won't all happen overnight tomorrow. This is the period we're in, and every year it will get more and more powerful until it flips, and the truth vibrations, the new information epoch, will be the dominant one, and then the control system must fall.